And people are like, is that a boy or a girl? And I'm like, I'm a girl, but okay. And I think the word for it would be coping.
Shake it, takes now. Everybody going crazy.
Alrighty guys, let's get real. Despite being a very happy person, sometimes I'm not always happy. Sometimes I feel like almost I'm putting on a mask and that I'm sad inside, but I don't want to show that to everyone else because I'm feeling sad for no reason. I don't know whether it's sadness or maybe even depression. And I've gone on Kids Helpline before and done a web chat, but today I'm not feeling like a web chat, so I'm just going to go onto their website and see what there is. So let's find out together. All right, so I'm on the webpage now. The top caption is Your Guide to Depression. Feeling sad is not the same as being depressed. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. Sadness will pass on its own, but depression will stick around. I guess I don't feel sad all the time. Like I don't feel those thoughts all the time enough to be depression maybe, because it goes, it doesn't always just linger, which is good. It's okay to feel sad, everybody does. Sadness is one of many emotions we have. Feeling sad, it can happen when someone's mean to you. You feel unwell, you're just having a bad day. Sadness will usually pass on its own. To help it pass, here's some things you can try. So there's breathing exercises, mindfulness, get creative, use your imagination, engage your smart brain, and talk it out. Different coping strategies work differently for different people. That's important to know because one strategy for one person might not help for another. We're all different and therefore we all cope in different ways. If you're sad, lonely, or depressed, there's always someone to talk to. Kids Helpline counsellors are great listeners. That's awesome. I did do a web chat with Kids Helpline counsellors and I can definitely say it did make a big difference. People often think coping is about doing well or even thriving, but most of the time, coping is just about getting by in hard circumstances. I know when a lot of people said, are you good? And I used to be like, oh, I'm okay. And I think the word for it would be coping. That really resonates with me because there was a lot of the time my dad passed away, and after that, you couldn't just be happy. You couldn't just put a face on and try and be okay and then just be okay. So there's a lot of coping where you have to just get by. And although you can't just be happy, it's about putting in the effort and knowing that your effort still counts. So that's really nice. There was a lot of times, not when I felt like giving up, but I felt everything was too hard, and it's just about doing the small things, waking up, eating breakfast, going to school, and hopefully things get better.
When I first got into high school, I got bullied for my weight because it's high school.
Oh, when I started high school, I was severely bullied, and I didn't realize I was bullied until afterwards. I had cancer when I was younger, so then I came to school and I had, because of my medication, I had a mustache and I had really short hair, and people were like, is that a boy or a girl? And I'm like, I'm a girl, but okay. And always talking about the hair on my legs or the things that I did because I wasn't normal. Just being able to listen to music when I came home and just talking to my friends that I had from primary school was so crucial in just being happy and staying strong. And I loved my family and I loved the fact that I was alive and being able to go to school.
It's very pressuring and assignments and everything.
All right, so I just finished scrolling through the Kids Helpline website and it was really helpful because it was able to show me the difference between sadness and depression. Sadness is temporary and it can come and go, and you can usually deal with it by yourself, whereas depression is something you probably might not be able to deal with all the time, and it might become too much for you to handle by yourself, and that's when you can reach out to other people. I feel like I have sadness more than depression, as I can cope with it. There's so many amazing strategies and I'm going to push myself to do one of them because I know in the end it'll make me feel better. So I'm taking my dog on a walk and it's really nice. I should do it more often. He's so beautiful. Talk to a friend or family member that you feel comfortable with. It doesn't even have to be about how you're feeling. Hey Paula, what are you up to? Yeah, do you want to hang out? One of the strategies suggested doing what you love, and I love listening to music and scrapbooking. And just a friendly reminder that there's heaps of topics and information on the Kids Helpline website, and their counsellors are there 24 hours a day if you want to call them or message them via their web chat. Give it a try. I'm glad I did.